Hi crafty friends, welcome back to Create with Miss Jane, and today we are going to create this gorgeous card using the Bunch of Thanks card kit from Stampin Up, and it's one of the newer release card kits. It just came out in the month of August, so I hope you have this one, or you might have it on your wish list. But I have actually got the card kit, and I have created something a little bit more fabulous. So I'm going to show you how to elevate your card kit today and just add a few extra things to elevate your card. So let me show you what you get inside this kit. So the kits come in this brown box, and you guys know I absolutely love these kits. They come all inclusive with all the things that you need. So this is the name of the kit. It's called Bunch of Thanks card kit, and you actually get these darling little florals, and you get the printed card bases and the envelopes. So let me show you what you get inside this kit. So firstly, you get the stamp, and I actually love the sentiments on this stamp. So very grateful, thanks a bunch, thank you, to, from, and for your love and support. So these are great stamps to have in your stash, and it's a photopolymer stamp, which are my favorites. Then you get a bunch of labels, and I've already gone ahead and stamped all the labels with the two sentiments that I liked the best. You get these beautiful florals. How cute are these? I'm definitely going to save some of these to place on a scrapbook page. Then you get the darling little envelopes, and how beautiful are these envelopes? They're just a white envelope, and they've got the beautiful little floral in the corner there. And then you also get your little Stampin' Spot in the color Mossy Meadow, which was exciting because I didn't have Mossy Meadow. And then you get your block, a few adhesives to put them down with, and you also get some of this kind of baker's twine in this sort of light beigey color. So there are a heap of videos here on YouTube that show you exactly how to create this particular little card design, and you do get the step-by-step instructions in here. What I have noticed is that there is a little measurement on the side here, so you can actually measure out your twine, and you want to sort of wrap them up, I guess. It's just a little kind of a note card, and then you wrap it up. But I thought to myself, wouldn't this be better if it was on an actual card front? So I digged through my stash, and I actually found that I had these particular card bases in my stash. These were from the clearance section, and I'm not sure that they're available at the moment because they were on the last chance products list. But whatever you have in your stash, if you have any card bases that might coordinate with this particular design, that would be great. These are the two pieces that you get. You get 3 of this particular design and 3 of this design. Oh no, I think that's right. So we're making 6 altogether. So they're super adorable. They open like this, like a little bunch of flowers, and they're super cute, 2 little designs. But I thought to myself, instead of having the twine and wrapping it around, I thought it would be so much nicer on a card base, and would also brighten up the card. So what I have done is I have actually cut the card bases down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That is my preferred size. And then I've gone ahead and I've stamped out all of the sentiments. So you've got the thanks a bunch, which is quite a large sentiment. You've also got the thank you and the so grateful for. So I've gone ahead and stamped those out, which in the Mossy Meadow color. And then I thought it would be great to bring in a little bit of something to ground the actual flowers. So they fit on here perfectly to the card, but it would be great to have a little section to ground it. So I've actually made these little pieces of embossed paper, and it's basically just this embossing folder from the Garden and Glass. These are the little mini embossing folders, and you could grab whatever embossing folder that you have on hand that you've got from your stash, and it could coordinate perfectly. So I've got this one, that's my favorite. And then what I did with the actual little pieces was I only wanted 1/2 of it to open like a little present. So I've actually gone ahead and trimmed that section off, and we don't need that section. So that's what I've done with my card. And then I thought it would be cool to have the little banner going across here. So in the original design, the little banner sort of sits down here. So you can kind of see it sits down this way. And I thought, oh, I think it would be better if it went across here. So I've actually just popped 2 little Stampin' Dimensionals here, and then I didn't use the original twine that you get in the kit. I thought I would jazz mine up a little bit, and I do have this gold thread, which I absolutely love, and it just adds a little bit more of an elegant touch. So I've popped that on a little bow, and then I have actually stamped the thank you on the inside. So I'll show you how we do that. The first step is to stamp the thank you. I liked this one the best on the inside flap here, and then I'm going to show you how to trim that off. So I just like to grab the little Stampin' Spot, and you can go like this, or another technique is that you can pop your Stampin' Spot down and then you can just press it in like this. But I love the clear polymer stamps. They're my favorite because you can see through them. Then you want to hold this down and then just straighten it up a little bit, and then just press down, hold for about 3 seconds, and then lift off, and you've got your little stamped image. These do actually come flat, and I've used my bone folder to actually crease the edges. So it's probably a good idea to stamp them all first and then use the bone folder, but I didn't do that. I was just so excited to get the cards put together. Then you want to grab your scissors and you just want to trim off the edge here like this, and you can use your trimmer if you like, but I just hand cut the edge like so. Just follow along that line, and then we don't need that piece. Then we're going to grab our card base, and I really liked the pink and the yellow, but if you like the blue, you know, just put it around the other way. So I really liked that particular color combination. So I guess if you liked the blue, you could put the strip up here. I liked the more lighter pastel-y tones, so I'm going to put my little embossed strip of the garden embossing folder down here. And then I'm just going to grab out my trusty jumbo tape runner. This one's my favorite for scrapbooking. Just going to pop a little bit of tape on there, and then I'm just going to use my mat to line this up, and I think I've gone up about 1/2 inch. So just line that up on both sides, 1/2 inch, and then you'll see that this fits on perfectly. So you could raise this up on a little bit of foam tape if you wanted to, but I'm just going to pop it down flat because I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape on the side here. So now you want to get your glue, and I normally have my glue sitting upright, and I just pop a little bit of glue all the way around, spread that out. Who else loves this green glue? I'm starting to really love it. And then we're going to place this, make sure our card is opening the right way. We're going to place this down, and I'm going to just leave a little tiny bit of a gap here, and it doesn't really matter if that goes over. This one just fits on here. And then we've got our little bouquet on there, which is super cute. And now we're just going to grab our sentiment, which we've already stamped, and you can put it on this side, you can put it on this side. Let me just grab one from here, and then make sure we don't have any little bits. Sometimes it comes with little bits. Then you're going to grab your Stampin' Dimensionals, and I like to use my tweezers. Just going to put them on the ends here. So I'm just going to line up the Stampin' Dimensionals. Just going to put it on the end, and that way when we press it down like so, this bit's not going to be attached, so you can still open this. I guess you could stick that down, but I kind of like that you can open it like so. And then the last thing to do is to make our bow. So I've just zoomed in because the sun is coming through my craft room here, but this is a little tip that you can use when you're card making or scrapbooking. I always have one pair of scissors that I use for fussy cutting and trimming, and that's my close to my heart scissors. But I also have my Stampin' Up scissors, the paper snips, because I like to keep one particular pair of scissors for cutting ribbon and twine and the other for fussy cutting. So if you can have 2 pairs of scissors, one for ribbon cutting and one for fussy cutting, it will make it a lot easier, and your little scissors won't get blunt as quick. So now I'm just going to make the 2 little bunny ears, and then I'm going to create my little bow. And there is a little art to creating bows, but the more you make bows, the better you'll get at it. Sorry, it wasn't in the in the shot there, but I just created 2 little bunny ears and then I just looped them together. And then you want to fiddle it around with your finger until you get the right size bow that you want, and then just pull it tight. And this is where your little scissors are going to come into play, and we're just going to cut the little tails off of our scissors. And see how beautifully these cut, because I haven't used them for fussy cutting, I've only used them for cutting ribbon. Now I find the best way to attach any type of ribbon is with glue dots, and I've actually got my glue dots and popped them in this little container to keep them nice and safe. But you want to grab your little mini glue dots and you want to just grab out the little dot, pop it on the middle of your bow, and this works for any bow. And then you want to just, it's a bit sticky, but you want to just move the little glue dot so that it just covers the center of the bow, the little knot of the bow. And then we're going to stick it down, and I'm going to stick it right here above the little thanks a bunch. And we've got one more little thing to add on the inside. I actually have the piece that I cut off of the bottom of the card base when I made it into 5 1/4. So I'm going to stick that on the inside because we don't want to waste these pieces of paper. I don't like to collect lots of little bits of paper. I like to use up all of my pieces that I get inside the kit. So I'm just going to place that along the bottom here, and I'm just leaving 1/4 inch there on the bottom. And then we have that sheet of beautiful florals that we can add, and so I'm actually going to add that on the inside here. I think that's going to add like a really nice little touch. So again, I'll just use my tape runner, put a bit of tape, you could put glue, whatever's easier that you like to use. I always think as long as you've got good quality materials, it doesn't really matter about the adhesives. Just use whatever adhesive you love. And there is our card. Isn't it so darling and cute? I absolutely love how it's got the little peekaboo little section in there, and it says thanks a bunch with the little bow. If you were going to add some sequins, I highly recommend these ones. These are the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. They're my new favorite sequin, and I feel like they would go with this, but anything in your stash that has these colors would go well if you wanted to add a little bit more sparkle to your card. There we go, crafty friends. Our little card from the Thanks a Bunch card kit turned out super cute. I'm going to make all the cards like this. I might save some of the embellishments to create a scrapbook page. I think that would be fun as well. But as always, thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate everyone that leaves a comment below and who's watched my video. I love to create crafty content around scrapbooking and card making every week, so be sure to check back in for new videos. And I'm going to be starting my craft room declutter series very soon, so I'm super excited about that. Thanks for watching today, and happy crafting.